Joe Biden's administration is trying to tell everybody that we are not in a recession. And quite literally, nobody is believing
Well, obviously we're in a recession. That's some...
Just in, the U.S. economy shrank at a 0.9% rate from April through June. Second straight quarterly contraction, according to the Associated Press. So the real definition of a recession is two declines in, I think, the GDP in two successive quarters.
That's gross domestic income?
Product?
Product.
Gross domestic product.
You said GDP? I heard GDI. I don't know why.
Oh.
Gross domestic product.
Yeah, well, I think I have. Oops.
I might have heard GDP, but my brain automatically went GDI. I don't know why.
GDI. Well, it's pretty much two economic declines in two quarters, basically two sections, two quarters, because the year's separated in quarters. So, and it's happened. So it's two quarters. The previous one and this current one, the last one, whatever. You know what I'm saying? 2 quarters. We've been shrinking, and that's the definition of recession. But they're trying to change the definition of recession. Oh,
wow.
What? Oh man, who would have saw that one coming? Oh man, guys, come on, member, guys, and apparently, okay.
I remember.
If this line can go away, whatever that, okay. And apparently Wikipedia has tried to change the definition of, here it is.
What do you mean Wikipedia is losing objectivity? Literally anyone can edit a Wikipedia page.
Right. So this says, in economics, a recession is a business cycle contraction where there is a general decline in economic activity. Recession generally occurs when there is widespread drop in spending and adverse demand. Blah, blah, blah. This may be triggered by various events such as financial crisis, an external trade shock, and adverse supply shock, the bursting of an economic bubble, or a large-scale anthropogenic or natural disaster like a pandemic.
Progenic.
What's anthro and what's pogenic mean? I don't know.
Anthro means morph or
a genetic morphing?
It's like morph basically.
That's weird. Although the definition of recession varies between different countries, which I do not believe is true, and scholars, 2 consecutive quarters of decline in a country's real gross domestic product, or the GDP, is commonly used as the practical definition of a recession. But in the United States, a recession is defined by the National Bureau of Economic Research as a significant decline in economic activity spread across the market, lasting more than a few months. Normally visible in real GDP, real income, employment, industrial production, and wholesale retail sales. Okay, so they try to change the definition. They said the real definition, they're like, okay, so it changes from country to country. But in the United States, this is the actual definition. And then you know what they did after they changed the definition?
What?
They locked it so that nobody can change the definition.
On Wikipedia?
Yep.
Wow. And I almost donated to you one day, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Almost.
I never did. I never even thought about it. Because I was like, nah, I'm not even allowed to use this in school, so why would I give you guys money? And then when I found out that people can just change it at any point in time, I was like, what?
Well, that's why. That's part of the reason why.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that. I'm like, but I didn't know that when I was in school.
Yeah.
But then later on, and I was like, you could just put anything in here?
Right.
And anybody can just change it at any point in time?
Yeah.
How is this legitimate? Like, who's like what? And now it's like Wikipedia is the source of all the information. What? That changed pretty quickly.
It used to be.
Bruh, this is changing that definition, I guess, right? You got to do something, right?
The thing is, you hear about Wikipedia all the time, or at least I did, but I never actually used them for anything as information.
Nope, me neither. And it's always when you go to Google, That's what the top search is, Wikipedia.
Only when I'm playing games like Stardew or something, I need to look up
Something interesting.
Information about characters.
Now, of course, the Joe administration, right? Like this lady's name, which I always look at it and think of it's a dude.
Were you recession?
We're currently not in a recession or
You think
pre-recession.
that's Michael Obama?
This is Michael Obama's son.
And so the way that we see is that we are not currently in a recession or a pre-recession.
Like, what? That doesn't make any sense, though.
Hey, buddy.
Like, what? I don't
I don't
understand.
want your hot ass to get on me. I'm sweating too much already. Your body heat would be too much. I'd actually start melting or burst into flames.
Right? Because you're made of white chocolate. Come here.
Hey now. Yeah, you're right. I thrive in the cold. You thrive in the freaking heat.
Yes. That's why I'm so dark. But anyways, Diamond, come here. Everybody in this administration is saying that we're not in a recession. We're not in a recession. We're not in a recession.
I do not think the U.S. is currently in a recession.
Oh.
And the reason is there are just too many areas of the economy that are performing, too well. And of course, I would point to the labor market in particular. As I mentioned, it's true that growth is slowing, and for reasons that we understand. Really, the growth was extraordinarily high last year, 5.5%. We would have expected growth to slow. There's also more slowing.
Okay, shut up. Anyways, they keep using this whole, oh yeah, the jobs increased because Joe Biden created these jobs, but he didn't. He just let everybody go back to work that had been
left in their house.
Yeah, and opened the businesses that got closed, even though not lots of businesses were permanently shut down because they were forced to close and couldn't open, which once again, I don't know why y'all motherfuckers are just like, fuck you, and just stayed open. But I mean, I guess you can't really do that.
You can't, because they'll fine you.
Yeah.
They fine businesses.
They can. And then you do this thing where you don't pay the fine and you just stay open. And then the people come in that want to actually go there and they'll be like, okay, because there was a gym in New Jersey who kept getting fined. I think they got over like $100,000 in fines. And they just stayed open the entire time, and people kept coming. Like, they got so much business. I think they're still fighting whatever it is, but they stayed open. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what you do. Fuck the fines. This is my building. This is my business. I'm not fucking gonna go out of business just because y'all motherfuckers want to tell me I can't come in there. Like, what? He got arrested like a few times. Like, all that shit. I'm staying open, motherfucker. Fuck you.
How are you gonna afford a lawyer?
Because he was making money from the people that were coming in and paying for the services. You know, it was a gym actually.
I need to take the edge off of the heat.
Your room temperature beer.
Yeah, my root beer. I had a root beer come in.
Root beer.
Root beer.
Root beer.
Boylan's root beer actually got introduced to me over a vacation trip. It's actually pretty good stuff. It's like the thickest, but it's thick but sweet. It's thick but sweet.
Yeah. So just like Michelle Obama.
What we're seeing is that we are in a transition. We had this strong economic growth because of the work that this president has done in the past 18 months, and now what we're seeing is a transition into stable and steady growth. We're seeing what.
Now we're in a transition, just like Michelle Obama, into something different. It's not a recession. We're just transitioning.
I hate you so much.
We're just transitioning, guys. Come on. I know you're poor. I know you're broke. I know gas costs like stupid. I know everything sucks.
Actually,
I know
gas has kind of gone down and it's scaring me.
Oh, it's $2 and some change. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's still $3. Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's still up from where it was, but at least it's not $4. But I was gonna say,
yeah, totally, yeah.
It's scaring me.
Yeah.
Because I know there's gonna be a rubber banding effect.
It's gonna go right back up.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be like $5 a gallon.
It's probably gonna stay down until probably November-ish, and then after that election, they're gonna be like, haha, fuck you, bitch. I mean, unless they lose, which they probably need to, because I mean,
God, I hope they do.
I mean, shit. I mean, I don't trust the government, so hey, hopefully something happens.
Hey, Diamond.
Hopefully. This one right here, though.
A foot pet.
Joe Biden basically says we're not in a recession, and then
look
doesn't
like it
take
goes.
any questions at all whatsoever. He just walks out. And doesn't this look like a different Joe Biden from the one
It
previously?
does. It looks like a different person.
Gotta love those clones. Anyways,
And just last week, as it had SK Corporation of the Republic of Korea announced $22 billion in new investment in semiconductor batteries, chargers, and medical devices,
What?
creating another 16,000 jobs here in America. And this is powering the strongest rebound in American manufacturing in over 3 decades.
I hate that.
Creating 613,000 manufacturing
You guys
jobs.
to read that shit hard
Passing the CHIPS bill is going to put another $72 billion for
into Nancy
He
Pelosi's
has
pockets.
not looked up from that speech.
Right? He doesn't have the teleprompter. He has to look at the paper. Okay, so I say
Is
the
it because he
thing
fucked up the teleprompter before?
every time.
incentives and tax credits
Watch this.
to expand semiconductor production. And the Inflation Reduction Act will add another $370 billion
on,
Billion.
in clean energy tax
Come on,
credits.
Joe. At least
in
know some of the
reconciliation,
information about your country.
including
He has
incentives to
not looked up
accelerate
from that
domestic
paper
production of
once.
solar panels,
Nope,
wind
he's reading it
turbines,
verbatim.
batteries, and critical
then it says, "Walk
materials
away."
processing. That doesn't sound like a recession to me. Thank you very much.
Then he just walks. That bitch says, at the very end, it says, walk away. Walk away. Don't even look at him. Oh my God.
That is so bad. This is the man we elected into office, apparently.
We ain't like shit. This is not at all. See you later. Wrong button. See you later. And the mics are muted. At least it says they're muted. It says it. I'm talking. I'm moving around. Ah!
That was a good show.
Yeah.
That last one.
Right? I'm glad I saved that for the end. I should have saved that other one for the end also. The meowing